Did you know every day in the United States, 15,000 people turn 65, and then 66, 67, and the parade marches on. The tsunami of aging that's sweeping across not only the United States, but the world will have significant, deep ramifications for everybody in this room, our society, our culture. Are you ready for that tsunami? That's what we're here to talk a little bit about today, how to navigate your world to enhance and have a quality of life as you move through time. Now, a lot of people go, hey, aging, that's for those people that are 70, 80, and 90. What does this have to do with me? Well, it has everything to do with everybody in this room and your kids. Let me ask you a question. How many people here have been an adult caregiver, taking care of mom and dad, loved one, da-da-da? Wow, me too, my mom and dad over time. Have you thought about, as you move through time, if you need care and assistance, what does that look like? Who's going to pay for that? Where's it going to take place? Wow, some heavy questions that we need to really think about. My desire today is to start a dialogue with you so you can have a dialogue with yourself and your family about these important topics. Now, a lot of people don't really think that there's a lot to worry about. Well, guys, the fact is 44 million people today are 65 and older. That doubles to 85 million people in 25 years. That's horrific. There are more people alive today over 65 than under 16. And the changes that are going to occur, and they have been occurring, it's been a slow sizzle, are horrific. And we need to prepare for them. I just want to touch on a few of those. For example, change in employment, the labor workforce, change in where we live and how we live. We're going to touch base on that in a minute. Our organizational infrastructures, healthcare, transportation. Transportation is a little ahead of the wave with the driverless cars coming on out, preparing for those immobility. That's going to be down the road. That's what's happening. Why? The most important change, though, needs to occur here, in between our temples, and how we think. Are you navigating your world to prepare for the tsunami? And I think we're not, and here's why. The National Aging Research Institute, I believe that's their name, does an annual survey. 10,000 people ask a lot of questions. A couple questions that'll show you what I'm talking about. People will ask, do you think you'll need assistance with activities of daily living? You know, bathing, toileting, da-da-da. There's 11 activities of daily living. 22%, oh yeah, I think I'll probably need some assistance. We know from utilization data, it's 70%, a big gaposis. That same survey showed that they asked people, well, when you age, who do you want to take care of you? Oh, my family, my kids will take care of me as I age. The reality is they asked 16% of the kids said, I think I can do this. The others said, hey, I'm not prepared to do it. I don't have the ability to do it. I'm not going to be geographically proximal to do it. I don't have the desire to do it. The Nile is not a river in Egypt. And I think our society, have you thought about these things? They're not always pleasant, but guys, it can be a lot of fun. The best years of our life are truly ahead of us, especially with your family. Two things really quickly to talk about just in terms of looking at key points. Where and how are you going to live? Hey, the neighborhoods, the colonials, two-car garage, blah, 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 gone. They have a ton of assisted living centers out there now that are fantastic. They're five-star properties, but not everybody's interested in that. There's a cool concept out there, and it's taking place now. It's called the village concept. Communities for people as they age. Look it on up. I could spend a whole session just talking about that. The next component is the cost of long-term care. If you needed to be in a long-term care facility, it's going to cost an average $100,000 a year. How are you going to do that? If you want to stay at home, and most people want to stay at home, and let's say you wanted 4 hours of care a day, 7 days a week, at $25 an hour, that's 36 to 37 grand a year. To take care of those activities of daily living you may need assistance with. Are you prepared to navigate your world? I wrote a book called The Son's Journey, Taking Care of Mom and Dad. It talks about all the issues we need to be talking about. Sort of a little user's guide to look at what you need to be contemplating. So with that, I'll leave you with some resources, which is The Son's Journey. It's on Amazon. And I'll depart you with Spock. Live long and prosper. Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.